The only item on our to-fix list we haven't implemented yet is item C, inform operators about gender code. One way to do this would be to put a note on the screen. If we go to paint the screen, we see there's certainly enough room to put a note. We could probably come right here below the gender field and put B, boy, G, girl. But if you had to give a lot of information, eventually your screen would look very cluttered. So let's take this out with field delete. It would be neat if we could pop up the information only when the operator was positioned in the field, and Unibase makes it easy for you to do that in the checkbox edits. But where? Actually, it's this T field right here. But before we get there, you have to listen to me drone on a bit about the intervening checkboxes. The checkbox edits we've covered so far, from field length to tag and field attributes, are probably the most useful for getting format up and running quickly. Some of the others, even though easy to use, are only useful in special cases. So I'll briefly describe them and leave them to lessons in advanced Unibase. Let's look at value tables first. It takes 3 fields: what type of value table, the value table number, and whether or not the value table has invalid entries. There's really nothing special about a value table, except possibly for its size. A value table is a Unibase file. It's used to edit data keyed in other Unibase files. If a field has a value table assigned to it, Unibase automatically accesses the table and uses it to perform the desired function, either validation, display of data, or replacement. Setting up a value table is a lesson in advanced Unibase. A check digit is a mathematical calculation that uses the characters of the data itself to determine if the number is valid. There are many types of calculations, and a lot of them can be programmed using Unibase's check digit generator. If that doesn't suffice, a programmer can write a field edit to do the calculations. Understanding what a check digit actually does is the difficult part. Think of it as the dreaded story problem from math class. That's why this item is covered in advanced Unibase. Validation edit hasn't been implemented yet. It's a hook for something coming in the future. Field add subtract is useful for keying text that may need several long fields to hold it. This checkbox edit allows the keyer to insert or delete a character and have the text open up or close up over several fields, not just the field being keyed. And this feature is also a lesson in advanced Unibase. Remember the user help key combination of Shift function key 1? DMAC gives a programmer access to that same feature. She can write notes about a job and its fields for the operators into a help file. Then she can assign the file name to a specific field using this checkbox edit and assign a page number in that file. Then if an operator needs help with a field, he can use the user help key to call up the programmer's written notes. This is demonstrated in a lesson in advanced Unibase. Now we get to a user help feature that's easy to use. This T refers to text placed in the line below it. The contents of this line are displayed on line 2 of the data entry screen whenever an operator is in the field, and the line blanks out whenever the operator is not in the field. This is where we'll let the operator know about the boy-girl instead of male-female codes for gender. Let's use field G to get to the gender field. Remember that it's field 9. That got us there pretty quickly. Okay, let's cursor down and get to this text field and key in what? How about B, boy, G, girl? And maybe we ought to also add not M, male, F, female. We'll see if that works. Okay, now we've done everything on our fixed list. We'll have a few more lessons on some of the other checkbox edits, then we'll test our job again.